like being at Seven Valleys because I've made more friends and I like the teaching style.
I like being here at Seven Valleys because it allows us to be really creative with our products and projects, and it allows you to have free reign as long as it pertains to what you're doing in class.
I like Seven Valleys because it's a lot easier to connect and become friends with everyone.
At Seven Valleys, we think of project-based learning as putting the students in the driver's seat for their own projects. So students are really taking responsibility for the work that they create and taking on that research position and that agency on their own.
Instead of just getting a worksheet or a contrived list of problems, we really like to pose large, driving, big picture questions to the students, and ultimately they'll craft a problem statement, or a facilitator will help them to craft a problem statement that really dials it down to really that corner of the academics that they want to focus on. You know, traditionally what you would cover in a unit, but also introducing who is your authentic audience, who is it that needs this problem solved, who will you present to in the end.
So with New Tech, when we work on projects, one of the major goals is to have a community connection. This is a business or a partnership or a charity that we're able to connect and align with. And this allows students to carry their learning out beyond just the walls of our school. They're able to go out and volunteer. They're able to take whatever product that they create through the PBL process and share it with the world, which is really neat.
I think it's really that end culminating presentation that makes it real for the students. It's not just a contrived problem that they're going through the motions on, but they really are trying to give advice or pass on some knowledge, some understanding that they've gained. And that seems to really make a world of difference compared to just that, you know, do examples 1 through 5, or the odds are in the back of the book. Those old methods of trying to communicate practice to students when you're actually doing something that would have value for an adult as much as it would for a young person, that seems to really captivate interest and attention much more readily.
So to say that Sam has blossomed doesn't come close to describing the experience that he's had. First and foremost, what I see is a confidence in himself, and maybe a better way to say it is a new sense of self-respect. And we've always felt that respecting yourself is the first step to being able to, you know, treat the world with respect, right? So that you can't put a value on that. If we just look at his skill set, in the first year and a half, he is a consummate public speaker. He was not. This was not something he naturally did, but he has practical skills in research, data analytics, and things that you can't even comprehend that a student in 10th or 11th grade would have the opportunity to be able to learn and know. So we went from wondering and worrying, is Sam going to be able to go to college, to feeling like, oh my gosh, Sam is going to be so well prepared and equipped to go to college and be very successful.
I feel like we're actually learning things at the school that can be very applicable to life itself.
I think Seven Valleys has definitely improved my social skills, my presenting skills, my work ethic, and my passion for coming to school. Like, I really do enjoy coming to school every day now.
I'd have to say my favorite thing would be the community it's created. I was one of the first students here. I helped to create this community. I've watched it grow and flourish. I've started friendships with people I never thought I'd meet. They're like family to me.
This school really puts learning in a fun perspective, and it makes it so you learn what you need to know and you feel prepared, but while you're doing it, you're not overwhelmed with what you're learning. You don't recognize at the time all the things that you're learning until you take a second later in the day to think about it, and then you realize that, wow, I feel really prepared for what I'm going into, whether it's a unit exam or whether it's the Regents.
I'm really excited for my senior year next year. But no, I really enjoy the school. It honestly has changed my way of learning, and I can't wait to see where I am in the future.